name is Julia, and I'm the general manager for the Paprika Festival.
And I'm Kanika, artistic producer of Paprika. On behalf of the entire Paprika 20th Anniversary Festival team, thank you for joining us. Paprika is a youth-led professional performing arts organization. We run 7 year-round training programs for youth and emerging artists, which usually culminate in a week-long festival of the artist's work. However, this year we've got 2 weeks of incredible online programming, our biggest festival yet. We are a proud resident company with Theatre Pass Mair and are so grateful for their support and for including us in their season. We'd also like to thank Native Earth Performing Arts for their ongoing support and many years as our festival's presenting partner. Paprika is held by support from so many theater companies around the city, without which it would not be possible to create the work that we do.
We also would like to thank our lead festival sponsor, the RBC Foundation, for all of their support. We'd also like to acknowledge that we are funded by the Canada Council for the Arts, the Ontario Arts Council, the Toronto Arts Council, and the Department of Canadian Heritage. Paprika continues to run on the dedication, hard work, and time of the staff and facilitators. We greatly rely on private donations to continue providing free of cost training programs. So if your time today inspires your support, you can make a donation online through our Canada Helps page, which we will link in the chat below. If you ever have any questions or technical issues while watching this video, let us know in the chat, or feel free to reach out to Theatre Pass Mair's amazing front of house team through phone or email at any time.
Thank you for joining us today, and we hope you enjoyed the festival.
Hi everyone, welcome, bienvenue. My name is Zev and I am part of the creators unit. I want to give a quick content warning for racism and misogyny within the show, so if you are not comfortable with that, feel free to tune out. I am from and living on the land of the Anishinaabe, the Wendake, Haudenosaunee, and the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. Our other group members are zooming in from the Haldimand Tract, which is land promised to the 6 nations of the Grand River, the Neutral, the Anishinaabe, and the Haudenosaunee. The lands of the Chippewa, as well as the lands of the Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Jimenez, and Stolo nations. And we have others tuning in from the lands of the Cree, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, Dene, and Nakota Sioux. We'd love to know where our audience is all watching from, so feel free to throw that in the chat. As a group with multiple backgrounds and complicated relationships to the land, we felt that just a mere acknowledgement of the peoples whose lands we reside and occupy wasn't enough. So this is more of a call to action. Right now there will be two links placed in the chat. One is an article with resources for both settlers and Indigenous people in regards to the Kamloops cover-up. The other is a fundraiser for the Inuit on Northern Baffin Island. You can click on one or both right now. Leave it as an open tab for after the show. I just want to elaborate a little bit more on the fundraiser. Basically, the mining of ores on Northern Baffin Island has led to a severe decline in the wildlife populations and poisoning of their water. This fundraiser supports the Inuit hunters who protested earlier this year and will help pay for their legal funds as they appeal the court's decision to ban them from protesting the proposed phase 2 of the mining operation. Indigenous sovereignty and fighting climate change are one and the same, and as people who occupy this land, we need to commit concrete action and funds towards both. So if you can donate, please open this link right now and save it for right after the show. If you are a settler and can't donate, learn something through the other link. If you are Indigenous and need support, there are resources in that second link as well. I will give everyone a second to do that. Cool, that was the second. So thank you so much and enjoy the show.
Rolling. Live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Wenridge, powered by people. You're watching Canada's next chopped model minority. Now please welcome Ajahnis Charley.
Hello, thank you. Oh, where's that applause at? Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you. Thank you. perfect. Now tonight. Okay, we got a show to do. Oh, awesome. You're a good audience. And please, Ajahnis Charley was my father's name. Please call me host. 1 year ago, 15 cooks entered this competition with a dining dream of being the very best chef. Now, after countless eliminations, 3 surprise returns, 8 celebrity guest judges, thank you, Elon, and after 100 delicious dishes, 1 chef is serving up ethnic excellence in order to become Canada's next chopped model minority. Sponsored by
Wenridge, powered by people.
So smash those clap emojis in the chat or whatever else you'd like to throw in the chat. We love to see you. And smash your real hands together for this show. Sponsored by
Wenridge, powered by people.
And let's give one last warm Wenridge welcome to Canada's next chopped model minority. Sponsored by
Wenridge, powered by people, was founded on, operates, and profits off the land of the Anishinaabe, Wendat, Haudenosaunee, Chippewa, Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, the Haldimand, which is land promised to the 6 nations of the Grand River, the Neutral, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee, as well as the lands of the Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Jimenez, Solo, Cree, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, Dene, and Nakota Sioux.
Wenridge, powered by people.
This is your favorite cooking competition where marginalized makers and bakers face off in a series of cuisine challenges. We've come to the finale, where our last 3 chefs will batter each other up for your votes, hoping to win money, a secret top prize, ooh, and the title of Canada's next chopped model minority, sponsored by Wenridge, powered by people. First, though, let us have a moment of silence for our fallen food experts who could not muster up enough support to stay off the chopping block. Rest and eats indeed, former foodies. But let's save the tears for the onions, and now let's check in with our 3 top contestants. First up, let's meet Kimberly.
Kimberly is a 25-year-old content creator, fashion icon, and social media personality, originally from China but born and raised in Vancouver, Canada. Starting out strong, Kimberly has been slowly hanging on, holding her place with their extravagant presentation.
Hi Queendom, it's your girl Kimberly. I'm so excited to represent all of you in the Next Chop Canada, oh my god, Canada's Next Chop model minority. Sorry, silly me, I just am such a klutz sometimes. Anyhow, I'm wearing my lucky color red. As you can see, it complements my skin really well. Also, I love sriracha. But most importantly, I am here to stun the fashion.
Will this Oriental princess be enough to win her the title of Canada's next chopped model minority?
Kimberly, how are you doing? Kim?
Oh,
Kim.
fabulous. I've never felt better. Just look at me with the show-stopping blue power suit. Great to be here with the overwhelming support of my fans tonight.
You have been the contestant on the chopping block the most, with a record 7 times in danger, yet you're still here. What's your secret for survival? Kim? Kim, can you hear me? Am I muted? No,
Having
not
a
Kim.
great attitude, a pinch of talent, and of course, an impeccable fashion sense. And you know, I would be lying if I didn't say that luck was by my side, and of course, being the crowd-pleasing favorite.
That's true. Over the course of the competition, you've not only doubled your follower count, but tripled it. How did you manage to convert so many into the Kim Queendom or the Kimdom, Please say Kim. 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 Well, Kim may be lost in their social feed. At least we have girl boss Kiara here to feed us.
Kiara is a suburban Italian woman, originally from Italy but born and raised in Toronto, Ontario.
It's simple. I'm here to win. I want to show girls everywhere that women belong in the kitchen. Inside all of us is a girl boss waiting to shine, and I'm here to prove it.
This season, Kiara's wowed audiences and our high-profile judges alike with her one-pot meals and superfood takes on traditional comfort meals. With a passion for mug cakes and blogging, this girl boss is here to prove that she's got the chops to be Canada's next chopped model minority.
Wow, where are our emotions at tonight, Kiara?
All over the place tonight, host. Representing a generation of girl bosses is just, wow, it's something I never thought I could accomplish, but with enough passion and hard work and a little sprinkle of spirulina, there is nothing a girl can't do.
Absolutely. And indeed, you're a girl boss now, but what will you do when you win and become girl CEO?
I want to change the face of the cooking industry. My company will operate with a self-care first approach, daily meditations, journaling sessions, puppy therapy. I really just want to prove that inside everyone is a girl boss waiting to shine.
Oh, amazing. The hashtag Girl Boss Nation has never been stronger. Thank you, Kiara. And last but not least, the ever zesty Zeev.
Zev is a 23-year-old entrepreneur turned baker originally from Trinidad, Ireland, and Austria, but was born and raised in Toronto, Ontario.
I don't f around. You think that I'm gonna let my culture lose to someone else's culture? You got the wrong idea about me.
Throughout the show, he's impressed the judges with his heartfelt meals, but has often been tripped up by his risk-taking instincts. Could he be Canada's next chopped model minority?
Zeev, am I saying that right? Zeev.
Nope, no, just Zev. Just Zev. Sounds how it looks.
Okay, sure, Zeev.
Zev.
How are you feeling?
I'm great. I'm ready to go. You know, I'm bristling with testosterone. You know what I mean? Full of energy, and I'm ready to win.
Amazing. And you've been known to be a sweetie pie, but you've also got some bite to you, as seen in week 10. As winner of that week's Baking Battle Royale, you had the chance to eliminate either Coco or Deborah. You chose both. I see. So, will you have the knives out tonight?
Oh, yeah, you bet. You know, like, I'm not here to play. My mom worked her butt off to set me up well in life, and I want to pay that back. Knives are out if I need them to be. I love you, Mom.
Wow, your mom has been a big part of your journey on the show. Do you have any plans for her pending your win?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to buy her a house, man. You know, there's a lot of new opportunities popping up for new businesses in the city. So I'll probably buy up some more real estate and rent it out. Real estate's always a good investment, right? Maybe put some in crypto. Shout out to Dogecoin.
Oh, okay, good with finance and with food. Thank you, Zeev, for your excellence. Here we have our final 3 contestants who have fought so hard and accomplished so much to get here. Kim may have been on the chopping block a record 7 times, but her resilience makes her a formidable foe. Zeev is a bro with a big heart, a body for sports, and a brain for baking. And Kiara is a middle-class white woman. I mean, Italian, sorry. These are your final 3 contestants, slicing and dicing to become Canada's next chopped model minority, sponsored by Winridge, powered by People. Thank you, 3 contestants, so much. But before things get too heated, we want to get to know our audience, you over there, a little bit more. You have the power to change the course of the show with the press of a button, so let's warm up for that destiny-changing decision with our first audience attack. That is right. In the chat right there, you'll see a link to a poll. The chat may be on the side of your screen where it says chat above and new messages come below. And we have linked to you a straw poll, which should be underlined and kind of shimmering in this night's light blue. You can press that link and you'll have 3 options to choose from and vote for this audience attack. So the question today we are voting for is, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? We have fancy French vanilla, ooh, delicious, classic chocolate fudge, or Wenbridge brand watercress. It tastes like green. So click that link in the chat right now to tell us what your favorite ice cream flavor is today, and we will share the results after the break.
Imagine coming home to white sand, warm blue water, golden sunsets. You don't have to imagine. It's right here. With Wenbridge's exclusive deal on safe Caribbean resorts. Enjoy exotic cultures you never have to learn anything about. Don't just long for the best life. Own it.
Wenridge, powered by people.
Welcome back, viewers and stewards. Here are the results of the poll. Okay, I'm excited. In 3rd place, we have chocolate fudge. Delicious. In 2nd, we have French vanilla. And of course, in 1st place, we have Wenbridge brand watercress ice cream made with artificial and supernatural flavors. And it's taking the top prize. Available now at your local Wenmart. I know you all voted for it, and thank you. Your voice matters. Now, let's get chopped. Okay, chefs, are you ready for today? Your challenge will be to create a marginalized masterpiece based on your culture's foods, but with a lemon twist. You only have 5 ingredients of your choosing to work with, including spices. Select them wisely. As always, you 3 will be in constant contact with each other throughout the entire cooking countdown, and use that opportunity to give advice, compliments, or totally throw off your opponents with a spicy remark or some salty snark. And as always, our live audience will be voting for the superior snack based on 4 categories: appearance, pronounceability, uniqueness, and personality of the chef, that is. At the end of the show, you viewers will click on the poll in the chat just as you just have to select Canada's next chopped model minority, sponsored by Wenbridge Powered by People. But that's for the end of the show. For now, let's get into the competition. Chefs, preheat those ovens, sharpen those knives, and fasten your aprons. On your marks, get set, chop till you drop.
I just want to say a quick good luck to my competitor, Kiera. May the best man win.
May the best man win? We're really saying that in 2021? Right. Okay, after this round, we'll circle back to that misogynistic undertone, but yes, good luck to you too, Zeb.
I'm right here.
Sorry, I think my windows might be open. There seems like there's a bit of a draft. I'm hearing some wind coming through.
Excuse me, what now?
I mean, I was just saying, let me just double check my windows. Am I right?
Okay.
Kim, you're just a little too sensitive. I think that's what your thing is,
It's called having emotions, Zeev.
You can't let your emotions take over, okay? Facts over feelings.
Wow, we're getting some spicy talk from the kitchen already. It's heating up, but let us help it cool down just a touch by seeing what our cooks are creating. First, Kimberly. Kim, what you cooking?
Just a simple dish of tomatoes and eggs on rice. Simple, easy, and ready to serve. Here we see my bowl, a sprinkle of egg. My tool of choice, of course, is a pair of scissors. We all know that this is the most versatile tool in the kitchen.
That we do know, we do believe, and also we love a meal that reminds us of family. By the way, where are you from?
I'm from here.
Right. Okay, I'll ask. But like, where are you really from?
Just Canada.
But like, really,
I'm over in the West Coast.
not the Far East.
No.
But like, where are you from?
Colombia.
Ooh.
British Columbia.
Oh. But like your family.
We're all from Vancouver.
Listen, you gotta give me something to work with here.
Fine. Asia.
Wow, exotic. Moving on. Zeev, are you treating us to some broy baked goods today? Or maybe a dudette baguette? Or maybe another Chandler themed tray of treats?
I love the Friends reference, man. I love that show. But no, I'm just keeping it simple today, you know? I'm making fried plantain, classic Trini dish, perfect for breakfast or a side for your rice and peas. My mom used to make this for me all the time growing up. It really connects me to her. Figured a good way to end my time on the show would be a tribute to her, you know?
Beautiful, beautiful. Are you sure it's Zeev? Zeev, you know you can use more than one ingredient, right?
Yeah, but like, why put more effort in than necessary, right? Like,
That's fair. And could you explain what plantain is for our viewers at home? You know, is that like a banana?
come on, man, you know what plantain is.
But like for amazing live studio audience, just a little explanation on what it
Right.
is.
Yeah. It's a fruit.
Oh, sweet. Just not the masculine masterpiece we were expecting from you, though.
What are you talking about, dude? Plantain is Chad AF. Look at this thing.
There's nothing Chad or manly about fruit.
Plantain is super manly, okay? It's like a rough, rugged banana, okay?
So it is like a banana. And Zeev, it's okay to be a little soft.
Okay, Zev. And I'm not soft. I'm hard, okay? Kim is soft. So.
Rude, but true. My skin is like cashmere. And yeah, Zev, you're totally soft, like a kitten.
Okay, sorry. I resent being compared to a cat. Those are fighting words, Kim. Coming for you.
Ooh, okay, let's simmer things down and head over to Kiara. Hi, Kiara. Now, you are the last white woman on the show.
Sorry, Italian.
Oh, Italian. That's right. I keep forgetting. What kitchen craft are you cooking up today?
Well, the meal I'm preparing is actually a fresh take on a traditional pasta alla puttanesca. It's got some olives and some garlic and things. It's actually it's a recipe that's traditional in my family that my great Nona used to make in the old country, and it's been passed down ever since. Being half Italian, it's so important.
Interesting. I thought you were just Italian. Half? Are you decreasing over time or something?
No, half Italian is enough.
Oh, sure. Well, my producer seems to disagree. Where's your family from? I don't know if you can make a traditional puttanesca.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay, excellent for now. Your girl boss, do you know Cake Boss?
Excuse me, not all Italians know each other.
I don't know if you have pasta quantum.
Okay, look, I am Italian. I don't know what to tell you. I speak with my hands. I've watched literally every mafia movie ever made, and you know what? I make tomato sauce every single day. So.
But like, have you ever been to Italy?
Oh my God. I shop at Italy all the time.
Questionable. Moving on to our next audience attack. This is the time where you, our amazing live viewers, change the destinies of our 3 chefs. For this audience attack, you will be voting for your favorite chef. The head chef will get an extra ingredient, while the cook with the least amount of votes will have to throw out all of their utensils. Scary. Have you ever tried to flip burgers with your bare hands? It hurts. So who will you choose? Click on the link in the chat right at the side or at the bottom of your screen. I don't know what your Zoom's doing. Maybe it's a fancy Zoom. And tell us who you think is on track to becoming Canada's next chopped model minority, sponsored by Windward, powered by people. Will it be Kimberly, Kiera, or Zeev? Tell us what you think in the poll, and see you after the break.
Cheryl tells me to drink it off. And I say, why not? Am I right? Baby, I think we forgot the wontons. Can you go, like, run to get some?
Life in a bottle. The Boo Kombucha.
Wenridge, powered by people.
And we are back with Canada's next chopped model minority, sponsored by Windward, powered by people. Based on our poll, we know now that Kimberly is the audience favorite. Congrats, Kimberly. As a reward, Kim will get to add an extra ingredient of their choice to their dish. And the chef with the least amount of votes is Kiera. Sorry, Kiera, you will have your utensils taken away. Please remove them all.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's worse, the fact that you are pitting 2 hardworking women against each other, or I'm sorry to even say this, but the fact that this vote was so obviously rigged. I mean, Girl Boss Nation, where are you?
Little girl bosses are nothing compared to my Kimdom. What's a boss to a queen?
Okay, ladies, stop all this cat fighting, okay? You're both queens and bosses to me, all right?
Okay. I don't know why, but it doesn't sound right when a guy says it.
Ugh, especially a bro.
Okay, sorry, I can't help who I am.
Well, you know what you can help? You can help me see the progress you've made on your munchie masterpiece. Zeev, you skated by without a bonus or a curse. Think you'll need an extra edge for this challenge?
Just Zeb, and no, my dish is like me, you know, super simple. Like it is what it is without fancy dressing, is what I mean. You know, an extra ingredient would be like juggalo makeup, you know?
Blatant in your face and probably a bad idea?
I was gonna say like radical and that you already know I'm an ICP fan, but yeah, that too, I guess.
Wow, thank you, Zeev, for reminding us that ICP fans exist. Next, let's visit current fave Kimberly and her dinner for the winner. Kim, tell us all about that extra ingredient. Is it making all the difference?
Well, what I've carefully chosen as my extra ingredient is 1 egg. I think it's going to make all the difference as the winning dish with this addition of another egg. Just like my fans, I will take all the support I can get. Each and every one of you matters equally to me.
Amazing. But Kim, before we move on, you do know you could have always added more egg. You can choose a new ingredient to add to your dish. Kim cannot hear me. She's fully in eggland. So let's move on to Italia with our amazing Kiera, who I have to say, see you ladle to her utensils. Kiera, how are you holding up?
I'm holding up great. You know, I really think this challenge was a blessing in disguise for me. Sorry, this girl boss never met a challenge she couldn't overcome. Although, not having any utensils has actually forced me to cook everything whole instead of thinly sliced, as is actually traditional. But But, I really don't think it's too late for this sauce to come together. Excuse me.
Well, Kiara's Nona might have been great, but that dish certainly is not looking like that. Kiara is lost in the sauce. Kim is cooking with fire, and Steve is frying and barely even trying. Chefs, you have until the next commercial's end to complete your dish and impress our audience. One of these three will take home our top prize, money, the title of Canada's Next Top Model Minority, sponsored by Windward, powered by People, and a secret top prize that's ready for its big reveal. After the break.
Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever been sneak attacked by surprise jalapeno pepper in your mild quesadilla? Did you overestimate your ability to tackle the foreigner spicy level at your favorite Thai place? Does the heat of sriracha scare you as much as spelling it does? Then have we got the thing for you, Deheat. This button can briskly save your barely developed taste buds from the imminent heat death of the universe that is when you eat cayenne. Here's how it works. When you find yourself in front of a dish that scares your Anglo-Saxon sensibilities, slam the deheat button, and one of our trained professionals will deheat your meat. For example, want to be saved from this salt and pepper chicken? Deheat. Now enjoy the rapid taste of salt and caper chicken. Flavorless. Want to tame the flames of sweet chili heat chips? Deheat. Now enjoy the soft flavors of sweet Philly cream cheese. Is it too hot outside? We can't help you. Find the ghost pepper hot pot spice level too hot to handle? Deheat, deheat, deheat. It's just Vaseline. And if you already consume something way too spicy like cinnamon or tea, try our new spice suppression drink, Bland-Aid. Try it today. Deheat. Unspice up your life. From the Wenridge Corporation.
Wenridge, powered by people.
And we are back with Canada's Next Chopped Model Minority, sponsored by Wenridge, powered by People. Our three finalists have plated their 5 or 6 ingredient masterpieces. Let's check them out.
What can I say? My masterpiece stands out in the crowd because the chef behind it is me. Like myself, this excellent tomato supreme is an absolute beauty to look at. My win is your win, Kimdom.
Okay, that aside, this is my fried plantain. It's pretty simple, but put a little garnish of salt on top. Not too feminine though. This one's for you, Mom. I know that everyone out there sees how much this competition means to me and my family, and they know that I deserve to win.
Personally, I think this pasta alla puttanesca is a winning dish. I've got some big, juicy olives, a slight sweetness from the roasted garlic, and a giant, big spoonful of love. It's definitely a winning dish.
Amazing. And there we have it. The final 3 dishes. Kim's excellent tomato supreme, Zave's fried plantain, and Kiara's puttanesca. Audience, your vote decides who takes the secret top prize.
Which is?
Something I will reveal right now. Great. The super secret top prize for the season's Next Chopped Model Minority, sponsored by Wenridge, powered by People, is a Wenridge t-shirt, a monthly subscription to a Boo Kombucha, $100 cash prize, and a lifetime supply of Bland-Aid.
That's it?
Wow. Sir, you are not rewarding a woman's hard work with $100. Just another perfect example of the patriarchy devaluing domestic work.
Hey, and 100 isn't even enough to invest in crypto. So, what's the point?
Zev, I'm very concerned about your investments in crypto. But listen, host, there's got to be more to that prize. You've literally been teasing it out for the past year.
I'm sorry, but that's all I got from the cue cards, so...
Dude, I quit my job for this show.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. I'm sorry.
I had to cancel my world tour trip. I had a new clothing line launch happening in Paris, and I was just cut the ribbon off,
Hey, I thought that I could start a business with this. Doesn't Wenridge have like loads of cash? They own everything. What the hell, man?
Here for this.
Oh my god. Okay, this is just another example of the big guy screwing over the little guy, okay? I should have just stuck to my tech startup DJ business, okay? This is crazy.
It's host time, not roast time. That was last week, and Zev's rotisserie won.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
I got you this time. Now, everyone, Kim, Kiera, Zave, lost it. I know you're all worried, but I have a message from the producer that should make this all better, okay? Hello, everyone. Thanks for your continued participation in our program. We've all been so thrilled with the ethnic eats, and we've especially been thrilled with the ratings that don't stop raising. Oh, look at that, cute one. So we do have an additional gift. The gift of having your culture's foods be mass-produced and sold in Wenmarks everywhere.
That's not a gift.
For the first and I'm sorry, last time, I think I actually agree with Kimberly. I don't want that at all. I don't want that.
Okay. Unfortunately, that part seems to be non-negotiable. Our lucky winner will have their face on every package and will receive 0.1% up to $1,000 of the earnings. The producing team gives a warm Wenridge thanks to the competitors for allowing them to be the proprietors of the winning dish.
Well, okay, what? What?
Host is saying Wenridge owns the winning dish.
Seriously.
Sorry. How do you own a recipe? Okay, like, can you do that legally?
Preposterous. This is absolutely outlandish. First, my dog dies, and now this?
Sorry, you can't own food, and you certainly can't own me. I say you own myself.
Made to handle this kind of stress. I have very delicate blood.
Don't get it twisted, okay? I understand. I respect the hustle, but you can't just own something like that,
And how
right?
could I forget? With Mercury being in retrograde?
I don't know what that means, but if anyone's gonna own any of these dishes, it should be me, okay? I did the work. All the blood, the sweat, the tears. I've worked fucking harder than anyone else here, especially this stupid fucking company, okay? Stop putting down the little guy. You know, this is why the government should be smaller and taxes should be lower. This is such BS. I don't know how Wenridge can do anything about that, but they should, okay? This is fucking insane, and I am gonna talk to my lawyer.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Just keep going. Okay. Well, sorry about that, folks. That was just our regularly scheduled segment called a Freak Out Friday, where our chefs speak their minds, and they're just so fired up with passion for cooking. We just need to give them some time to cool down. All intentional. Now, this is the moment. We're going to have you choose the winner of Canada's Next Top Model Minority, sponsored by Winners, powered by People. You know the drill. Audience, click on that link in the chat. The straw poll is there. It'll take you to a link in your browser, and you will vote and decide the fate of one lucky chef. Who will win? Kim, Kiera, or Zio? It's up to you. And we'll be back right after this. Choose wisely.
Has this ever been you? Ever found yourself strapped on cash and looking for a delicious way to spice up a Friday evening? Ever wanted Monday dinner to include something other than a plain baked potato? Ever been to a dinner party and hosted by your multicultural friends and found yourself grasping for an easy yet exotic side the whole family will enjoy? Wenridge is proud to introduce ready-mix Indian fry bread. Fry bread, the white way. The convenient box mix makes it easy to whip up a healthy, whiter fry bread. Why waste your precious time researching the cultural significance of a cross-culture indigenous delicacy when you can use ready-mix Indian fry bread?
Wenridge, powered by people.
And we are back to this show. The audience has spoken and a lot is on the line. Our 3 finalists have shared their signature 5-item supper, and we know what they're finally fleeing for. Selling their soul to a corporation. Okay, sorry. I mean, sharing their culture with the world. Isn't that fun, folks? Yay! Will the winning dish be Zeeves fried plantain, Kim's excellent tomato supreme, or Kiara's puttanesca? And Canada's next chopped model minority, sponsored by Wenridge Powered by People, is Kim.
What an absolute surprise. I carry this title with the highest regard. Crowning me was the right choice. I am the full package of style and taste. Being a model minority is not easy, and here we are. Being exploited by the big bad white man once again. I'm getting triggered. This is like my last public relationship with Justin Timberlake. Am I getting that right? This never stops, does it? Janet Jackson deserves justice, bitches, and free Britney, bitches. You don't deserve my excellent tomato supreme. And you know, no better time than now to tell you to read a lip. Tomato is full of MSG. Ignorant asshat. In your racist contract.
Thank you, Kim, for your winning words of wisdom. And I should remind you, as per the contracts that we signed, you cannot speak ill of Wenridge. You know, that's the classic stipulation, as well as ones like contestants cannot use spices that exceed 8,000 units on a Scoville scale. No spicier than a jalapeno. We know this. Women must be wearing high heels at all times on the show, while men must be present. We know this. And no puns. Why did nobody tell me there's no puns? That aside, it's right here. Section 1A Zeta, verse 4, line 12 claims, Wenridge Powered by People owns all intellectual properties expressed on the show.
All intellectual properties, like the recipes?
I can't even.
You own every dish. I'm sorry, that cannot be legal. That is not legal.
Don't think it is, and I just want to say I didn't know about any of this.
Are you serious? How could you not know, dude?
I mean, who reads the terms and conditions?
Are you kidding? Fuck this, okay? I am done putting up with this shit, okay? I thought I could gain myself some genuine followers from the online platforms through a real-life reality show. And now this...
Ready-mix Indian fry bread.
Exotic flavors.
Deheat.
Exotic.
Deheat, deheat, deheat.
Sorry, Canada's next chopped model minority is having some technical difficulties. But thanks for tuning through to the end of this event. Stay tuned into Wenridge Watch for some great programming like Meal of Fortune, The Rice is Right, and the news. Wenridge, powered by people. Canada's next chopped model minority was created by the Paprika Festival Creators Unit, consisting of Ajahnis Charley, Kimberly Ho, Mair, and Kiera Publicover. Facilitated by Cynthia Jimenez-Hicks, stage managed by Taylor Young. Thank you to the entire Paprika team for making this program and event possible. And thank you to our audience for being here today. Please stick around for one more final word from our performers before you go.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to this show. I hope you had fun. So me and Ajahnis are just going to go over some things before we let you off into the endless realm of the internet, or maybe real life. Who knows? So I guess we just wanted to follow up the land acknowledgement and send those 2 links again in the chat, and ask people which ones they'll be following up on. If you're planning to donate, let us know. If you are planning to learn something or look at those resources in the second link, let us know. I do just want to say that as a unit, we are donating an amount to, I think, Andoyan Inc. And also, we're going to try and see if we can get more funds to donate some more across some of the resources we've pulled together as a group. So please check those out, donate, and learn something if you can. Ajahnis, take it away.
Absolutely. Please follow up with those links, and feel free to share in the chat if you do what your thoughts and plans are. We appreciate the discourse. That's what we are here for. We'd also like to shout out to some local restaurants that we support and that you could also support, because part of what this show is about is taking back the foods that connect us to home from the just overall capitalist establishment, and making it more about the way food connects to us as people. So the restaurant I'd like to shout out, I'll give a shout out to 2 really quickly. Alwyn's, which is right near me, is a Caribbean restaurant that's been serving me for quite a long time. But even before that, I want to give a shout out to Kimberly, which is in Ajax. And that is a restaurant, another Caribbean restaurant that has been a mainstay of my eating habits. That I think both restaurants are a testament to the diversity in the GTA and the longevity of that diversity in these areas. So let's keep it going by getting some patties and some jerk chicken. Yeah, Zev, how it also feels weird pronouncing your name right for the first time in a while. What restaurants are you supported you that you would like to support?
I would love to shout out Ollie's Roti Shop. If you have never been there, it is in Toronto. It is on Queen Street West, right in the middle of Parkdale. Vegan, vegetarian, meat options. A lot of that kind of food is vegan unless you get like oxtail or something. But yeah, if you're looking for like a quick snack or like a full meal roti, that's like 2 full meals, you can get it there. And also just check out Parkdale. Parkdale has a ton of great restaurants, like support Little Tibet. Any of those Tibetan restaurants in Parkdale, please support them. And Ollie's Roti Shop is right there, so you can do it all in one. Yeah. Kiera or Kim, do you have any restaurants that you would like to promote in your area?
Ooh, I've got some recommendations I'm going to pop in of Vancouver-based or so-called Vancouver-based restaurants. So there's the one and only Indigenous restaurant located in Vancouver, if folks are from here or are visiting in the city. I believe it's called Salmon and Bannock, which I will find and pop into the chat. Yes, it is called Salmon and Bannock. Super rad. Check them out. They also have a wide selection of different palettes to offer up to folks, whatever it is that you're interested in eating. There it is in the, oh, I'm going to make sure I'm going to share it with everyone. There it is. And my own personal favorite that's in my area, I live in sort of the Mount Pleasant area, and on Main Street and King Edward-ish, there's a lovely Vietnamese restaurant called Camby Vietnamese, and they're just so delightful. Every time I go in, they give me a free bottle of water, and they always introduce me with "Hi, sister," and they're just so generous, and their food is delicious, of course, too. So check them out, Camby Vietnamese and Salmon and Bannock in Vancouver.
One last, check out Powwow Cafe. I believe they're opening back up again after the lockdown. In Kensington Market in Toronto. Great food. Check it out.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna put all of those in the chat. And yeah, I mean, this whole show really kind of came together through us talking about food and like how much we love food and how much it connects us to our respective cultures. And yeah, we just wanted to, you know, provide some maybe new foods that people haven't tried. Local places, always support local businesses if you can. Chain restaurants are the bane of my existence, and gentrification sucks, so please support local businesses. Please support Indigenous peoples and communities and artists. There is a great show going on, I think, later today in the Paprika Festival, the Indigenous Arts Takeover. They have a great drag show, so check that out. And thank you, everyone, for coming so much. Enjoy the rest of the Paprika Festival.
Thank you so much.